Thurman, I have a thing for you to see. Are you ready for this? Check your fucking Discord. Here it comes. This gets me so fucking happy to see. Oda confirms that there will be no fucking Boruto of One Piece. I ain't doing that shit. God bless this man. God bless him.
Oda says during the snippet of his interview that if he were happy with One Piece ending, he wouldn't continue it.
Even if Shueisha asked, as in, go fuck yourself, Shueisha. That's beautiful. I don't even care if this video is 2 minutes. I just needed to talk about that with you. I need thoughts.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Yeah, man. So what gets me saying is if he's happy with the ending of One Piece, so that means like,
right, if he does it the way if he ends it the way he wants to end it, and he feels that it has ended properly, he's not just going to artificially extend it.
Oh, that's great. That's dope. So he's not gonna. So he's not gonna pull a Toriyama or Kishimoto.
Yes. Which is, you have no idea how terrified I was of that, because I love this story and I would hate to see it ruined by like a Super or a Boruto or a GT. You know what I mean? Like that shit would, like, I've literally been worried about that for the longest time. Especially back when I was an anime watcher. You know how scared I was that they were gonna pull a Naruto with the anime and just like stretch out the last arc to like for like 10 years after the fucking manga was done. So, like, I'm just very glad to hear that, because this is a story that is, you know, it's been well-paced, well set up, well executed, that everything's just planned out right, and it would just feel like such a blemish on the series if he were to, at the last second, be like, nah, we'll just fucking, you know, yeah, for money, and I'm glad that he's not all about that life, you know, and that's just really nice to see. What?
One Piece Super.
Yeah, well, I'm just, because, God, that just would be annoying, man. Like, because that's what separates One Piece from so many other series that I read, personally, is that with One Piece, it doesn't feel like Oda is making shit up as he goes. End of Naruto, I don't give a fuck what you say. Kishimoto was definitely making up shit as he goes. I can direct you to an interview where Kishimoto, around the middle of the fucking war arc, said, "I've made Madara so powerful, even I don't know how to defeat him." Then you have, of course, Kubo, who literally said in an interview, Yami being the Zero Espada, I came up with a week before that chapter came out. Then you have Dragon Ball Z, which is literally his editor were like, nah, that villain sucks, nah, that villain sucks. This is how most long-running series go. But if you're a fucking genius like Oda, who's like probably got like a conspiracy theory style sticky note board with fucking like threads running between them in order to keep track of all of his shit, you have a really nicely written, tight bow of a series. And if that were to be ruined by some bullshit, because you know the set, once it gets close to ending, Shonen's gonna have a fucking conniption. They're gonna be like, oh god, that constant source of revenue that we've had for fucking years is gonna be gone, you know, like, and I love that Oda's gonna be like, nah. Fucking nah.
I mean, you know for a fact that they're still gonna milk One Piece regardless.
They'll milk it merchandise-wise, but they can't force him to write. And they also can't force him, because Kishimoto agreed to let that editor of his write Boruto. If Oda doesn't agree to either let someone else write it or write it himself, they can't write more. So what they can do is they'll push probably the anime, since they can do whatever they want on the anime side, the anime will fucking milk it for sure. But I'm glad to see that the manga won't be milked.
So we might get a One Piece GT non-canon series about Luffy.
Maybe. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where the rights and the copyrights things lie there, but yeah.
Well, I mean, because technically speaking, Jump does own like the rights to that, like because the only way they get that money is from the manga volume sales.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're right.
That's what Sarachi said in an interview when he was asked the question. So I mean, Shueisha still technically owns the rights to those series, even though they're writing. So they could technically do anything they want with on the anime side, just like they did with GT. Because I don't think Toriyama even wanted GT to happen, but
no,
anyway.
I'd have to look into it, because I know he did the designs for Super Saiyan 4 and some of the villains in GT. But I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not too sure where that lies, where it's like, because I know I don't think they can force Oda to write. It would depend on the contract that they have with him. But I assume
law in Japan too.
So I mean, but I like what they'll probably do is they'll, you know, milk the fuck out of merch for it, have a bunch of novels, kind of like how Naruto did, because they already have like an Ace novel, which I heard is pretty fucking good. And so they'll probably do that regard, but I'm glad to see that they're not going to do any like fucking Boruto style thing with it. Some series just need to be let die, otherwise you're going to turn into how Star Wars is now, or how Simpsons is now, you know, and I'm sure David can chime in on his feelings on Star Wars now.
Oh god. Disney fucked it.
I mean, George Lucas fucked it before Disney fucked it.
At least fucking George Lucas's prequels made some sense. Now,
Misha!
Misa gonna milk this for everything it's got. That's the Disney motto.
But what this says to me, Oda, here, is that Oda's a man who has enough fucking money. He's not one of those rich dudes who's like, I need more money, more money. He is doing this because he loves the series. He's never...
Clearly by his ability to smoke constantly.
Yeah.
He's rich.
Yeah. Well, he's doing this because he loves the series and he loves this story. And he's even said one of the biggest reasons that he keeps writing is because I think one of my favorite interviews with Oda ever is when he said he was sitting in a Japanese cafe, and this is why this is why Japan is cool, because they literally fucking play One Piece in like restaurants on the TV. We get like news and CNN and shit, sports. They play fucking One Piece. and Oda's fucking sitting in a fucking cafe while they're literally playing One Piece up there, and he was like watching like two children like enamored by it, like really excited and watching, and he's just like, I have to finish this series for them. I cannot leave this series unfinished.
Great thing about no one knows what Oda looks like. So
yeah, there's like 2 pictures in existence of him.
This man is incognito. Oda can literally go in a fucking sex shop. No one knows who he was. Like the creator of One Piece just bought a fucking what's that shit called? I don't know, but it's a sex toy and
rabbit.
It's great.
The rabbit ones, the little rabbit ear ones, to use on his wife who voices Nami.
Oh my god, that is great.
But yeah, God bless Oda for this shit. Seriously, that's awesome. I love that he did this. I love that he's not taking that bullshit. I love that he's coming out and saying, no, we ain't doing the Boruto thing. Because
Oda's doing revenge for Kubo, for his fallen brother, for his fallen nigga. He's like, all right, dump. You wanna fuck with my nigga Kubo series? I'll fuck with you.
Oh, there's something hilarious about imagining like Japanese manga artists calling each other their niggas.
That is great.
My fallen. And just because it's in the video, Thurman, I need you to reinstate the seal that I am allowed to say that.
It's a written document that Red and David are allowed to say nigga.
Thank you.
If you have a problem with that, you can fuck off.
All right, and on that note, peace.